Hi everyone, welcome to Little Bookworms Online. My name's Cass and today we are going to be talking about adventure stories. So we've got lots of great recommendations and we're going to give you a quick run through of how to make your own DIY adventure journal as well. So if you like stories of survival, just kind of general adventures and good times, we've got some great suggestions for you this week. So to start off with, if you're in the kind of younger readers age range or you like reading independently, we've got some great suggestions for you. To start off with, we have, of course, the Zac Power ebooks and e-audiobooks. We have so many of these, so if you're keen, definitely check them out. If you like reading about secret agents getting into all kinds of adventures across the world, this series is definitely for you. They're great reads. Highly encourage you check them out. We've got so many, you won't run out of them. All right, if you're looking for something else you might like, if your adventure tastes tend more survivally, you might like this audiobook series, the Bear Grylls Adventures. We've got lots and lots of volumes of those. They're all about kids on camp having all kinds of survival adventures. Those are great ones to check out if you like those kind of adventures. And we could not talk about adventure stories without mentioning the Choose Your Own Adventure series that we have, and there are so many of them. So whether you're looking for finding pirate treasure, escaping from alien invaders, getting trapped inside a video game, getting into trouble at magic school, we've definitely got a series for you here and you get to choose how it goes. If you're looking for books aimed at slightly older readers, or you just enjoy reading along with your family, or maybe listening to some audiobooks, we've also got a couple of great suggestions for you here. So many, in fact, that I definitely couldn't talk about all of them today, so don't forget to check out our book list. Let's see, let's start with The Explorer. This one is by Catherine Rundell. It's about 4 kids who get stranded in the Amazon rainforest, millions of miles from anywhere. Well, maybe hundreds of miles from anywhere, but they have no food, no water, and you get to see how they navigate the dangerous jungle. All right, and then we've also got, if you're more into true stories, if you like real life a little bit better than you like books, you are probably going to enjoy this whole Osborne series, which are true stories of, so we've got true stories of survival, we've got true stories of Mount Everest, true stories of escape, the world wars, heroes, pirates, so many different kinds of things if you're really into that kind of real life stuff. And if you like that, I think you might also really enjoy this wonderful memoir by Tim Cope. He's an adventurer and he decided that he wanted to travel the 10,000 kilometers from Mongolia to Hungary entirely on horseback. So you can find out how his adventures went with him and his dog by checking out Tim and Tiggin. All right, so don't forget to take a look at all those. We've got way more links in our book list on our website, and the link is down for that in the description below. And now we're going to show you how you can make your very own DIY adventure journal. For our craft today, we are going to show you how to make your very own tiny DIY travel journal, because if you are going out on adventures, you probably have lots to write about and lots to say. So there's a couple of things that you'll need to make your very own, or many of these, and that is you will need some scissors or maybe some kind of cutting tool in order to cut your paper. You will, of course, need paper. The kind of paper you'll need one A4 sheet of paper. You will also need one pretty colour cover of your choice, and you'll want this to be a certain size, which I'll come to in just a minute. So first up, you are going to need 5 strips of paper, which you're going to cut from your A4 paper. So what you're doing is you're making 5 strips down the side. They're going to be about 4 centimeters in length, which means you'll have a little bit hanging off the end. For this, you probably want to use a ruler or some kind of other tool to get a straight line, because As you'll see, my first try wasn't very even, but the more even you get your paper, the more tidy and even your notebook will look. Don't stress too much though if it's not perfectly even. Once you've cut your 5 strips of paper, which will be 4 centimeters here and then the length of the A4 across, you will want to make some concertinas. So to do that, the way I do it at least, is I fold my paper in half, and in half again, and in half one more time. So once you've done that, you'll have lots of nice folds to make your little pages of your book, but it won't quite be the right shape yet. So what you want to do is take your paper and fold one forward and one back and one forward and one back and one forward and one back, and just do that until you get to the end of your paper. And then when you open it out, you should have what looks more like a zigzaggy kind of mountain range. So once you've got that, you'll be able to start making your books. So what you do for that is you fold the pages together. You'll need a glue stick for this. And what you're going to do is you're going to stick the inner pages together. So you'll have a little book-shaped thing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pages. And once you've got that, you are going to then go and do the same for the other 4 strips of paper. So you'll have 5 strips of paper, you'll make 5 sets of little books, gluing them all together. And once that is done, these pages will get glued to the other little book pages you've made, and that'll make one large book, which will look, if I can get mine out of the cover, a little bit like this. So as you can see, mine is kind of uneven, but you've got lots and lots of pages and they're all kind of stuck together just like that. Now, for making your cover, I've got this lovely piece of paper here. You want this to be about double the size of your pages, so down, so 8 centimeters rather than 4 centimeters, and you want it to be 15 centimeters across, which is around about half the size of your length of A4 paper. So once you've cut out a little bit of paper like this, you'll have this here. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold the paper in half, lengthwise like that. And then you're going to open it up and you're going to make 2 folds almost into the center line, but not quite. So you don't actually necessarily want these to be touching because you want your book cover to be able to fit. And you'll see over here, I've left quite a big gap. You want your book cover to be able to fit between the pages there, so that when you fold it in half this way, you will be able to take your paper, and we'll come to this in just a second. So once you have your paper looking like this, your book cover, you are going to fold it in half this way, and you are going to take your little stuck together book and pop it in the middle there. You can see mine's a little bit large because I made the cover for it differently. And this would be a slightly different version of that. But you've got that in the middle there. And then what you need to do is make sure that the outside cover can fold around the first page of your book. Then you're probably going to want to trim that up a little bit because you don't need too much paper there. And you're going to do the same on the back here. So you're going to fold that around, make sure you've got a cover there like that. So if we trim the edges of our cover just a little bit so that they're not too large, I'm just going to chop the ends off here, try and make them about the same size. And then we're going to take our book, and as you can see with the first page, now we can just slide that page into the cover here. There we go. And then close that up and do the same on the other side. So what you're doing is you're taking this little bit, you're folding it, and you're just tucking the page in there like that. And there you will have a lovely little cover for your book. What you might want to do as well is just glue the pages in just for a little extra security with your book. But there you have it, a tiny DIY travel journal to chronicle your adventures. Let us know if you tried it. We'd love to see some photos. Thanks so much for tuning into Little Bookworms. We hope to see you again next time. Have a great week.